Day, man. We almost beat Michigan. Golly, boy, we're making progress, man. We almost won, man. We almost won a bowl game. Ain't that something? Because Alabama, we don't win bowl games. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, we do. Damn, we almost won 10 games. Ain't that something? Almost won 10 games. Alabama don't win 10 games every year, do it? Wait a minute. Yeah, they do. Oh, I forgot, man. My bad. All the good shit's being erased by all the futility that's coming forth here as of late from Kayin Deboer, Jalen, Milroe, and the Cancer Five that I like to call them. I can't remember the names right off the bat, but I noticed that Jalen Milroe's daddy was in full-fledged Tyler Booker shirt, Cancer 5 supportive mode today, man, because you got to wear them freaking shirts, man. That merchandise is more important than winning any ball game. Any. So, you should have seen it coming, man. You should have seen it coming, man. Because he was in full-blown pat myself on the back mode. I'm coming back to right the ship and go out the way we're supposed to. Little do you know that they're getting paid. The little NIL contracts probably specify that, hey, you got to play through the postseason. So, like I said, don't be patting him or the Cancer 5 on the back. But we should have seen this from the get-go. They went for it on 4th and 4, close to their 50-yard line. While I applaud somewhat the balls to go for it on 4th down by Kayin Deboer, the rest of the game was just like a big old shit fest. You take a sack on 4th and 4. Why? People's like, well, you nobody get sacked. When it's 4th down and 4, you don't take a sack, man. You can throw the ball away. You can even be an intentional ground, and it don't matter because you're going to have a loss of down, and you're going to give the ball back to them anyway. So throw the damn ball away, man. Don't take a sack on 4th and 4. And they just piddle ass around the whole game. And Kayin Deboer, I've been giving Kayin Deboer a pass for the most part because it's his first year. And I don't want to be that guy that's like coming in here and saying, man, we need to get rid of our coach the first year. I'm not that kind of guy. And the people that are wanting to see his ass gone, I have to defend his ass. But today I couldn't defend him. I couldn't defend Kayin Deboer because he probably should have benched Jalen Milroe, but he's afraid of the rest of them. I even got a few fans that told me that he's afraid of them, like Big Al from Bama here, for example. Big Al from Bama says Milroe and Deboer have single-handedly destroyed the Bama standard, and that's true. Let me tell you somebody else that has destroyed the Bama standard, and that's Greg Byrne. Greg Byrne, the guy right before Christmas that told all of us Alabama fans, hey, y'all need to learn how to fight. Where's the fight? We're Alabama. Give me your money. Give me your money. Because that Tyler Booker shirt, we got to up the price on that shit. Because, Kalen, not Kalen, my bad. I get him and Jalen and Kalen. It rhymes. Get them mixed up because they're two jackasses in a pod. But let's check this out. That shirt that Jalen Milroe's old daddy was wearing over there, man, that shit's going to go up to like $25, man. Inflation. And they got to pay for the NILs. Let me tell you something, Greg. If you want us to show some fight, you tell that sorry-ass example of a team today that we saw playing in Tampa. You tell them to show some fight, man. You want us to show some fight and give you our money? We'll start giving you our money when you show some fight. How about that? Y'all show some fight. Y'all lead by example, man. The only thing we're going to do is buy tickets and buy them shitty hot dogs that y'all sell at Bryant Denny Stadium. You don't think it's enough fight for us to sit in the upper deck, overpriced tickets in the upper deck in the late part of August, in the early part of September when it's 110 degrees heat index? That's not enough fight for you. No. But we're gonna go up on the apparel too. You want a nice hoodie? Shit, man. You better make sure you don't expect to get $20 back out of a $100 bill because you're not going to get it because they got to pay for them NIL deals, boy. We got to pay them, man. We got to give them what they want. If they don't have the latest trendy shades from the Con Time Deion Sanders collection, that by God, they're going to just go somewhere else, man. They might go play for, hell, they might even go play for the shitty-ass Tulsa Golden Hurricanes or something. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who we got in here so far. We got 109 people up in this house. If y'all don't mind, jump out, smash the like button, and share this with your friends as well. This thing will go to podcast after I leave off of here. So make sure you share it out to your friends and subscribe to the channel. That's free. Like, share, comment, and subscribe is free. Subscriptions, people think you have to pay something. You don't. When you hit that subscribe button, it's absolutely free. Hit the bell and just notifies you when I'm up and on the air. And if you want to get your comment pushed to the top, right down here at the bottom, there's a little money dollar sign. Click on that, write your comment out, and then hit send. Don't hit it the second time without writing your comment first. You won't get your money's worth. It'll push your comment to the very top, and I'll read your comment out above everybody else's and answer your question right now. So y'all tell me, am I overreacting here? You know, I've been trying to, pump the brakes a little bit, trying to, calm the feathers of the Alabama nation. But this today was a complete shit show. Okay? There was no excuse for this, man. And where did the running game go? All of a sudden, at the end of the fourth quarter, they start running the ball, but they didn't run the ball in almost the entire game unless it was Jalen Milroe ball hogging the hell out of it and running himself, and he didn't even do that. So, and then if you're going to start, intertwining the running game there towards the end, you got plenty of time to score, man. You got like a minute and 20 seconds left, and you're down at the 15-yard line. You could run a couple of plays, man. They expecting the pass. Nick Sheridan's another guy on the hit list. Nick Sheridan, get the hell out, man. Kayin Deboer, I know your style is different, and you said it's different than Saban's. You can win it with your way, and maybe you can, man. But right now is not a time to be a Mary Poppins. Get your ass on the phone and tell these people what needs to be done, man, and get it done. If you need you a new offensive coordinator and we need to bone up some money for that, I'm down for that shit. But I'm not overpaying for these players that come in here and shit the bed and talk about their merchandise and advertising their little Tyler Booker shirts. I'm not all about that, man. They got to prove something. You can't keep paying these players. You expect us to pay these players after we pay all the expenses I just listed. You expect us to pay the players, man. And what are they going to do? They're going to just dip in a year because they don't have a contract. They have no loyalty. They have no responsibility about it. So, actually, that's an incorrect statement, Stone Banton. Michigan didn't manhandle shit, man. Alabama manhandled Alabama. Jalen turnover manhandled Alabama. Kayin Deboer, because he's being a big old twat pudding on the sidelines, can't pull Jalen Milroe. He can't pull Jalen Milroe out of the game because the Cancer 5 has put an edict out. That being Tyler Booker, Jaleel Campbell, Malachi Moore, and the lot have put out an edict. Thou shalt not bitch, Milroe, because if thou dost, I shalt layeth down. Should have got rid of them this year, man. I would have rather went 9-4, 8-5 without them in the game, man. You didn't even give Ty Simpson even a look. Yeah, $8 bottle of water. Exactly. This bottle of water I got right here, just like Glenn K says, that's $8, $10. Hell, you have to have a layaway plan just to get a drink of damn water at these college football games now. These damn athletic directors might, like mine, Greg Byrne, gonna hound us right before Christmas, gonna try to shame us and tell us we ain't got no fight. Man, we've had fights since 1925, Greg. You the one that ain't got no fight, man. Figure it out. He's a damn athletic director out of Arizona at a basketball-only school, man. Hey, this is your first true test of what you need to do to run this corporation. And that's what Alabama is. Alabama football is a corporation. And if you can't figure it out, man, we're not going to be a basketball only school here. While our basketball team is important, and we do support our basketball team here at the University of Alabama, it's not the most important thing. You're not going to get away with that shit here, Greggy boy. You're not going to shame us about not giving more money when you've been robbing us for the damn past 20, 30 years, man. Are you a parrot? Just wondering. Stone Banton keeps saying things. What? Michigan handled Alabama. What? Michigan handled Alabama. No, they didn't. You might like to think they did. You must be a Michigan Wolverine. I like Michigan. Michigan's one of my favorite teams, actually. I love their helmets, love their fight song. Michigan didn't manhandle anybody. Alabama manhandled Alabama, and Jalen Milroe basically manhandled Alabama for y'all. Definitely stank today, says Tactical Matt Foley. Yeah, they sure did. Storm 4601 says universities must demand binding contracts. If we don't get this under control, college football is done. Storm 4601, by the way, has his badge. He's deputized. If you want to be an outlaw posse, get a random Four Horsemen shout out on the actual podcast, as well as possibly the comment of the day, you can hit the join button over there next to subscribe button. It's now $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week, and you'll get those extra perks on this channel. Actually, it doesn't end the debate of whether we're playoff worthy. Patrick, the only thing it's ended is, was Jalen Milroe worthy of playing for Alabama, period. And he wasn't. Last year, he threw that lucky-ass Hail Mary against Auburn. Everybody was up his ass. Everybody in Alabama knew that Nick Saban got the hell out because he knew this shit was about to go sideways. Don't let them fool you in thinking that Nick Saban was ready to go. He wasn't. He knew that you got a bunch of greedy-ass relatives getting in these players' ears, and they got that damn hood rat mentality where they just won't. They won't give, handout. They don't want to earn shit. They want to come straight out of high school now, not even rushing for a yard and getting paid to do nothing. But yeah, now it's on you, Kalen. I've been defending you all year. Been talking about Jalen Milroe and the Cancer 5, his little entourage that's making it hard for you out there. But this was his last game here, hopefully. Hopefully he don't come back. If he does come back and you allow him to come back to Alabama, you might not last 2 years here, man, if you allow Jalen Milroe to come back. I could be wrong. Jalen Milroe may come back. His little entourage of the Cancer 5 may be gone, and he may turn into a better person. He may be a great quarterback. But I doubt it. I seriously doubt that. But it's on you now, Kalen. What you should have done, man, like I said, man, he's probably not coming back after this game, and neither is Tyler Booker or any of those other jackasses. You should have benched him, man, and just took the loss. At least then you would have a reason. You was like, well, look, I started Ty Simpson. He was pretty green. We started a bunch of second and third stringers to replace Tyler Booker and all these other jackasses. That's what I would have done. I would have just benched him, man, and took my lumps, because then you would have had an excuse. And everybody would have respected you for that, losing that way. But for you to let Jalen Milroe and them continue to dictate shit out there, and that's what I'm getting from a lot of people, is that you guys are being dictated to by a small little clique out there. And hopefully next year you'll have your players in place, and maybe you can make some significant improvements, because you basically burned a lot of records here at Alabama. First 12-team playoff, we didn't get in. Have won 10 games in a season for the past 16 years. Didn't do that. So now you got all the bad stuff out of the way. You even lost to Vanderbilt, who we hadn't lost to since 1984. I remember it distinctly. It was the year we went 5-6 under Ray Perkins. It was on my birthday, September 29th, 1984, on homecoming. You went ahead and you dashed a lot of futility records out here already, Kalen. So next year, I don't think there's anything else you can burn. You can only go up from here, hopefully. Hopefully. I mean, you've been a great coach everywhere you went, just about. But this is a completely different animal. And you're about to find that out big time. Indiana did not earn their spot in the playoffs, just so you know. They played 3 G5 and FCS schools. Everybody gives the SEC hell about playing 1 cupcake at the end of the year. Meanwhile, y'all playing 3 cupcakes at the beginning of the year. It doesn't matter where you put the cupcake, jackass. You're still playing a cupcake. It's not our fault that the other conferences are too damn stupid to put their cupcake at the end of the year so your players can get some rest and get tuned up for usually their in-state rival, the SEC title game possibly, and the possible playoff berth or bowl game. That's smart by the SEC. Indiana played Western Illinois, Charlotte, and Florida International. Alabama played Mercer, and then we played a middle-of-the-road South Florida team that went to a bowl, and we played Wisconsin, who usually goes to a bowl. So, yeah, Indiana didn't deserve to be in the playoffs. I don't care what you say, anonymous. Anybody that comes in here under anonymous user has got to be a pudding. So I'm not even going to read your comment out. I think, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to boot you. If you ever come in here as an anonymous user, I'm not going to let you stay. There you go. You're out of here. Don't come in here as anonymous. Don't be a pudding about it. Put your name out there. My gosh, Sharon Moore to Norman. Sharon Moore has probably helped his resume immensely because of 2 coaches that can't do what they're supposed to do in these situations. Ryan Day, he's got a great record, but he can't beat Michigan. So Sharon Moore beats Ohio State, and he turns around and beat Alabama back-to-back. Can't fire somebody for beating Alabama and Ohio State back-to-back. Unless, of course, that was only 2 games they won, but they didn't. It's going to really give Sharon Moore a lot of leeway going forward. I hate that for Michigan because I really think Sharon Moore is a shitty coach. I'll be honest with you. I know he's a Sooner. He's one of us. By the way, there's a few Sooner fans in here that have been on my comment section of my videos that I thought were, very supportive of me and my team and my channel. And I'm supportive of Oklahoma. I've been really supportive of Oklahoma ever since Lincoln Riley, oh Stinky Linky, TBOW, the bitch out west, or SSOW, oh Sal, the skittle shitter out west, did what he did to Oklahoma. I've been really supportive of Oklahoma, but I've been surprised that, there's been some people in here like my girl Courtney was in there saying, go Michigan. Like, damn, I thought maybe I'd earn some gratitude from the Sooner Nation as much as I supported the Sooner Nation. I guess not. I guess they were lurking in the background ready to take me out with that steel chair. Now, you did a good job there, Courtney. And just to show y'all that I'm not the only one that's lit up about this, I'm going to share a Alabama commenter on my channel. I'm going to share his comment real quick. There it is. From Big Al / Bama, Deboer is too afraid to bench him. Speaking of Jalen turnover, he is throwing this whole game away. Worst quarterback that's played at Alabama in 20 years. Exactly. So, Alabama don't have a problem as far as people, like to cling to the fact that Nick Saban's gone. That's the reason why Alabama's going downhill. That's not the problem here. The problem is we got a guy that's too nice, like Kayin Deboer, has come in and been put in a bad situation by a few players who decide to stay over and decide that we owed them everything. That being Jalen Milroe and the Cancer 5. Fire Deboer, trade Milroe, bring back Saban. Sound familiar, only the names are different. Okay. All right, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or what. I'm assuming you're being sarcastic. But we got 176 people in here. If y'all want me to read your comment out, if you want me to answer your question, if you want to vent about this Alabama debacle in the ReliQuest, Outback, Midway to Cuba Bowl, whatever the hell they call it now, just drop a comment down here. There's a little money dollar sign. You can click on that, hit that money dollar sign, write your comment out, and then hit send, and it will push you to the top. I know you have Dale sent. Dale Sent has his badge. He's deputized. I've always cheered for Bama unless they're playing OU. I supported them before. I found you on YouTube. Yeah, I'm just saying there's a lot of people out there that were pretty loyal commenters and watchers of my channel that have suddenly turned on me all of a sudden for some reason. I don't understand it, man. I don't get it. Maybe it's because I was criticizing Brent Venables the other day. I don't know. But anyway, I just want to jump in here real quick and see what you guys and gals have to think about the situation of Kayin Deboer, Jalen Milroe, and the Cancer 5 shitting the bed. I don't know what other way to say. I'm trying not to cuss and raise hell too much on here because, they like to punish me for that. But I guess that's all I got to say about that. I just want to jump in here real quick and grill him and Greg Byrne. Greg Byrne needs to be really grilled for the audacity that he had to try to goad us for money right before Christmas. Now, gee, Greg, you think we might want to buy our family Christmas? You think we might want to buy a Christmas ham or something? Maybe some fireworks? Is that okay with you, Greg? Will our fight be questioned if we don't give money to you? And if we take our firework money and our Christmas ham money and give it to you so you can give it to Jalen Milroe and the Cancer 5 and they can get their con time Deion Sanders shades. Would that be all right with you, Greg? Would that show enough fight then, jackass? Don't you ever question us, Greg, ever again, man. You ain't been here long enough to do that, brother. You haven't. Got a $5 donation from Appalachia Africa Twin. He's a big supporter of the program. He's our West Virginia Mountaineer up in here. September 5th, 2026. Get ready, brother outlaw. Clash of the Titans in Motown. And what Titans would that be? Who's it going to be September 5th? Y'all playing Pitt again? I hope not. Y'all need to drop Pitt, man. I know they beat y'all last year, but, man, I don't even know that rivalry's worth continuing, man. The way them people act up there in Pittsburgh. All right, West Virginia. I'm just not a real big fan of the city of Pittsburgh. Deacon says Arnold is better than Mildew. Yeah, I agree. Jackson Arnold probably is better than Mildew. If Jackson Arnold had the supporting staff that Mildew, as you call him, had, Jalen turnover, I think Jackson Arnold would have probably been better off. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot Alabama does play West Virginia in 2026. I thought you was talking about next year. I wasn't really paying attention. Maybe by then we'll have the situation corrected. I hope so. I hope we got rid of the purge, that cancer they call the Cancer 5, Jalen Milroe, Jalen Turnover, and his entourage. All right, brothers and sisters, I just wanted to come in here and rant real quick. If you don't mind, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, as I said before, you can join the Outlaw Posse, get your badge, get deputized. It's not $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. You get a random Four Horsemen shout out on the podcast as well as possibly the comment of the day. KMCA to all the other teams. And KMCA, and I hope we never have to see you on the field again. Jalen Milroe and the Cancer 5. KMCA. That means kiss my country ass, by the way. For those that don't know the acronym. Well, hold up. SEC needs to play 9 conference games. No, they don't. Because then they beat up on each other. That's what y'all want. Because y'all don't have to deal with them. So the SEC needs to stay at 8. And I'll end it on that. KMCA to all the teams. Once again, KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now officially dismissed.